The iPhone 5 was just announced. Should you upgrade? That's a complicated question, the one-word answer being the same thing that keeps an incontinent person from ruining their own pants hour after hour, day after day. Depends. Hi, I'm Doug Aamoth, Time Magazine's 2006 Person of the Year, and I'm here to give you 5 reasons to upgrade to the new iPhone. Now notice I'm not saying here are 5 reasons you should upgrade to the new iPhone. You can do whatever you want. I'm not your dad. I don't care what you do with your money. But here are 5 reasons you can use to talk yourself into it if you're on the fence. Or don't. The first, and in my opinion most compelling reason to switch to the iPhone 5, 4G LTE. Everything else is just gravy. It's just hots on a sandwich. It's just, you know, chocolate milk and cereal. It's just extra stuff. 4G LTE is the most important. If you've caught my primer on what 4G LTE means, you'll know that for a speed comparison, if you have basic home cable internet service from Comcast or Time Warner, your maximum connection speed is likely around 15 megabits per second, or Mbps. We'll hereby refer to megabits per second as MBOPs. That speed is fast enough under perfect conditions to download a standard length, standard quality song like MBOP in about 2 seconds or so. I can tell you from personal experience that I've used WiMAX phones that have cleared 10 MBOPs and HSPA Plus and LTE phones that have each cleared 20 MBOPs. And LTE is fast becoming the 4G standard here in the US, so get an LTE phone if you want to future-proof yourself. It's all about the MBOPs. And there's lots of MBOPs with 4G LTE. And there's not a lot of MBOPs with 3G. So we're going for MBOPs. Reason number 2, it's got a larger, higher resolution screen. For the first time ever in the iPhone's history, we've moved from a 3.5-inch screen to a 4-inch screen. Now notice the screen has gotten longer, but not wider, which brings us to our third point. It's 18% thinner, 20% lighter, yet it's no wider, just about 1/3 of an inch taller, so you can still use it with one hand. That may be a pro or a con depending on who you are. I find it kind of a con because I have huge fat thumbs, and I can't really type very well on the iPhone 4 4S, so. Reason number 4, the processor. Everything's going to be a little smoother, a little faster. New iPhone 5 uses the A6 chip, which Apple says is up to twice as fast as the A5 chip found in the iPhone 4S. And despite there being a much more powerful processor, battery life is still pretty good. You can get up to 8 hours of web surfing with LTE, according to Apple, which is pretty good. 4G LTE is a weak spot with many phones as it uses more battery. And last but least, the camera. The camera is similar to the camera in the iPhone 4S. Same 8 megapixel camera, a little bit smaller, but it will be faster thanks to the A6 processor at taking photos, and it's got a better low light mode, thanks also in part to the new A6 processor. The camera does have a new sapphire crystal lens covering instead of glass, which sapphire crystal being about as hard as diamond, tough to scratch, instead of the glass lens on previous models. So if you're a klutz or you do a lot of rock climbing or needle point where you're taking pictures really close to it with your iPhone, think about it. I'm Doug Aamoth. Check out all our iPhone 5 coverage and more on Techland. I am not gonna, what? How does a joke about depends alienate readers? I did not say older people. I said people with incontinence. How do you know I'm not incontinent? I'm 33. What did I just do there? Did something happen? Or did something not happen? Am I just faking you out? Depends. See? I did not alienate anyone. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know.